I had to shoot this video real quick because I just finished watching the goodbye video from Hey Bricky about Splash Mountain's last day. And while watching it, I realized once again that there are just things that happen to you when you're a huge Disney fan. And you watch things like that, or you're in the park live, but especially watching things like that. I watched it, and at the very end was when I could start to feel what it would have felt like if I could have been there. But unfortunately, I've moved across the country, and my last time on Splash Mountain was years ago. Now, that being said, as I was watching the end of the video, and he was walking through Adventureland, I saw an empty Adventureland and certain nostalgic areas within there. And that triggered something in me that happens a lot, and I had to note it right now. What happens is you'll see those spaces and immediately your mind goes back and you remember a time when you were in that spot. It was nighttime in the video, so I specifically remembered nighttime with my kids, just kind of winding down the day and enjoying the area, the rides, the atmosphere, and what it all means to me. And it's something you can't explain, and many people will talk bad about Disney adults and people who just have a passion. But the thing is, it's a passion. It's not some ridiculous cult or anything like that, and it's perfectly natural. Some people, their passion is fishing. Other people, hunting. And some people like to knit or crochet. Other people like to travel to exotic places. I can't say I wouldn't like to do that. I can't afford to do that. Either way, Disney has allowed me to go back to my childhood and things that I know and love. And I can go back to it regularly, and I can relive that, but I can also relive the initial trips, the first times that I had been there, and what I liked so much about it, and what it meant to me. And those feelings and those memories and the comfort that you feel when you're there, and the safeness and the involvement of just being enveloped in their story and what they have to say and what you have lived. You are part of it. It's part of everyday culture, so you are part of it no matter what. So when you go there, you feel that, and it becomes real, and that realness really sinks in, especially for people like me, who I am not unique. There are millions of all of us who love Disney, and we would love to be at Disneyland or Disney World or a Disney park more than anything else in the world. I want so badly to be able to go back to Disneyland. I want to go for my second time ever to Disney World. The first time I went was in 1994. That's the only time I went. So it's a different park, a different world now. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to get there or take my kids because they were not here at that time, so they didn't get to go. But it's something I really, really want to do. And I would love to see some of these other parks, especially Tokyo Disney, Shanghai Disney, Disneyland Paris. All of the Disney parks are on my list, but I don't make the kind of money that probably will ever allow me to go and see them. I used to be able to go to Disneyland every year, and because I was 6 hours away, I made sure it was a worthwhile trip. I would go for a minimum of 3 days, but I went up to 17 days once. And I'll tell you what, as much as people say, oh my God, I can't believe that, and why would you do that, and how could you even be there for that long? Well, try it. Try it if you even like the parks a little bit, but do it right. I didn't go all day every day. I didn't power through it. I would sleep in, go in the afternoon. I'd go whenever I woke up, usually not before 11 a.m. And I'd leave early, might come back, might not. But the thing is, I had 17 days. I got to do it how I wanted. I could take a day off, I could take a couple days off, do other things, but I was still there. I had it available to me. I had my annual pass. Of course, it was much more available because of the cost then. But regardless, I knew I was close enough and I could do it. I wish I could live in the area of Disneyland and have an annual pass to go every day. I probably would go every single day, maybe only for an hour. I've been there for an hour or two and walked around the park, never gone on a ride, but enjoyed the atmosphere, the feel, the sounds, and the smells. And that was enough for me. I don't have to have the rides. I love them. I want to go on them. And right now, I would die to go on them. But the fact is, it's the feeling and just being there in general. The atmosphere, the surrounding, the storytelling, and the involvement. You are part of the story. That was what Walt made sure, that when you went to that park, the outside world escaped you. And that is what I fell in love with. And the familiar characters and the ability to just melt into the whole story just won me over even more. I would love to be an Imagineer. I have a very creative side and I have a lot of ideas, but I don't have that engineering skill. I don't have that hefty math ability. Everything else I think is there, and I think I would have made a great Imagineer. Either way, I like who I am, and I really like that I am such a Disney fan and that I have been able to latch on to a topic like this and just this, it's not a hobby, just it's a lifestyle, but it's awesome. I wish I could have more of it in my life. But for what I do have, I cherish it, I enjoy it, and as you can see from the wall behind me, I try to display it the best that I can. That's only one little area of the area that I'm in right now. And I know it's not the best lighting, but I decided to do this 2 seconds after I watched the last minute of that video. And it's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I might do it again and a little more prepared. But for now, I wanted to get this out there. It means a lot to me. The Disney company means a lot to me, and I don't like a lot of things that are going on right now. And I definitely don't like the way that they're structuring and changing things to where you have to pay more to get what used to be available just because you were there. I think that's the way it was supposed to be. That's the way it should be. And I don't know how Josh D'Amaro is going to do as CEO. I have hopes. He is from the theme park side, but it's been said, and I agree. He also has been there during the time where a lot of these pay-to-play type additions and changes have come in. So my guess is it's probably not going to be that much different. I just hope that there can be a little less in the future and maybe a little restoration of what Disney's magic truly was, and especially the magic of what used to be with the true feeling when you're in the park and the attractions that they were putting out, because that has vastly changed and it needs to go back. Disney is being beat right now by Universal with the style and type of rides that they're putting out and the quality. Now that shouldn't be, it doesn't have to be, but there have to be some things done, and I feel they can do it. It's just a matter of will they. It can't be about bottom line all the time, and it wasn't in the beginning. And that's what we need to get back to. Sure, every company needs to make money, and you don't succeed if you don't make money. But you don't have to make 200% profit every year to show that you're making money. You do need to impress your guests. You need to please your guests. You need to get your guests to want to return. And that's what I hope that Disney realizes once again and returns to. For now, I'm just a goof sharing my story, and I hope to do this in a much better and more professionally planned way in the future. But for now, like I said, I wanted to get this out there. So thanks, goofs. I hope you join me and watch our fun videos coming up and a lot of cool stuff that we expect to do with all kinds of different ideas and different types of videos. You guys are great. I love you, and I look forward to providing you with a lot of really cool stuff here coming up soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.